Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. Hope you're having a good one. Um, there was a lot of news last night. I couldn't even get to all the news last night. Um, and obviously, I've got to pick it up this morning. So what do we have going on this morning that's got big noise? Well, Tesla has moved almost, I believe, all of its Bitcoin and has dispersed it to several different unknown wallets. And that kind of says that that's kind of a setup that you would use if you're planning on trading Bitcoin on the open market. Um, why would you do that at this point in time? Why would you do that? Right? I mean, I was listening to somebody last night, and they were like, I have a question. Imagine if instead of buying X, right, Elon bought Bitcoin. What would you do with all that money? Right? I mean, if he just took all that money and instead of buying X, he bought Bitcoin, X would still be wherever it's going to be. Probably wouldn't have lost all its employees, probably wouldn't have so many outages, probably wouldn't be money grubbing as it is now, um, wouldn't be such a cesspool. But there's a lot right there. But if he had taken Michael Saylor's tack, that number would be just ridiculous right now. But that brings me to today. Why would you want to maneuver your Bitcoin for sale? Bitcoin's about to take off and you want to maneuver it for sale? I mean, at over $750 million, would you consider that manipulation? Kind of. I would. Kind of. Like poised and ready to sell on the open market to bring the crypto market down before the election when everybody's thinking that we could hit all-time highs previous to the election? Yeah, I could see that. I could easily see that. Or I could just see it as another stupid move by, the executives over at Tesla because, their boss said so. I could easily see that. But why would you do that? So it's got a lot of people scratching their heads, but, moving into wallets like that does kind of send a signal. And maybe that's all they wanted to do was just send a signal, not really do anything. It wouldn't be the first time that tack was used. Holy moly, the moon. I'm looking dead at the moon. It's perfectly round, and it's got like a shade of like an orange golden thing going on. It's crazy cool because it's pitch black outside, but it's a full moon. It's awesome. Then you have the UK. This is crazy. The UK is actually investigating TikTok for possibly being an unregulated crypto exchange. Apparently, there's so much going on TikTok that they feel they might have something there. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. I'll give you the piece. I'll give you a piece of the whatchamacallit. Justin, the UK has exposed TikTok as a potential unregulated crypto platform. Allegations suggest that TikTok operates an unlicensed crypto exchange, raising concerns about financial compliance and regulation. The platform's virtual currency system is under fire for lacking anti-money laundering controls. KYC, AML. KYC is know your customer. AML is anti-money laundering. That could be a problem. That right there could actually wind up being a big problem. And it's actually not just the UK that's investigating. It's also it's also Australia. And I'm wondering if you're going to have more governments around the world start to investigate. You start to realize, oh man, maybe they're finding, oh, now there's a beautiful cloud in front of the moon. It's exactly half. It's crazy cool. You had the investigations before where so many governments were against TikTok, and it slowly started to go away. Slowly. Quiet down, at least. And now you have this. Not the smartest of moves. Not the smartest of moves. So I'm paying attention to that. Big attention to that. That's a major freaking problem. Then you have Bitcoin having the ability to reach all-time highs before the US election. That's what I was talking about a couple of seconds ago. Why would you sell your Bitcoin now when you could be hitting all-time highs in just a couple of weeks or within the next couple of weeks? Why would you sell your Bitcoin now if you could actually wind up hitting all-time highs throughout year end and in deep into 2025? Just had this conversation last night about, what Bitcoin can do and what this bull run can do, and then what the next bull run is going to be. Again, I base everything off of investment, integration, and adoption. Those are the three things that we need for normalcy to happen. And who knows, one day we'll wake up, and you'll have a company like Target or Walmart or Amazon or truly Microsoft. Microsoft done it before, but not really. Microsoft or Apple. Just take one of these large stores, large retailers, and have them say, we're going to start accepting crypto. It'll just be insane. It'll be nuts. You will reach a point where crypto will just skyrocket. And it'll be because of usage. Then you're going to probably want to run out and go get Coinbase stock or whoever else exchanges stock you can get your hands on. Why? Because they will be making money hand over fist. Go figure. And people are going, why would they be making money? Most people keep their money in custodial wallets, meaning somebody else is managing their crypto for them, as opposed to non-custodial wallets like I do, because I don't trust them. Just saying. Then there's a survey out about El Salvador. And they're saying that El Salvador, although they love Bukele, they're not really feeling Bitcoin. They're not really using it all that much. So Bitcoin remains a conversation, a topic all the way up here. But the people down here, paying it no mind. Not some mind, but no mind at all. That's sad. That's sad. Because I think it's one of those, if they would get educated on crypto, I think that country would just go nuts. I think you'd have a whole country that would just be at another level. Hey, President Bukele, if you want, we can sit down and talk about how we can translate my book into your native language, and then give all of that to your citizenry, and they'd learn a lot more about crypto. Take my book, start teaching it in school. Just saying. I know, shameless plug. Then you have Kraken introducing ETH restaking by using EigenLayer. That's not a small thing. Then on top of that, DEX traffic on Ethereum's still dominant, 40% of the market share. And think about all the DEXs that are out there, all the platforms that are out there, all the projects that are out there. Ethereum is still number one, 40% market share. That's its dominance. Hat tip. Everybody, I see it, just a lot of people talking about, Ethereum's dead. Ethereum's not doing anything. It's antiquated, blah, 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 blah. And I keep saying, Ethereum is a part of the connective tissue. They've got a whole team that's thinking down the road. Vitalik Buterin has even discussed how he's got quantum computing on his mind. I'm waiting to see what other coins, what other projects out there are contemplating quantum computing and what it would do to the crypto industry when it gets here. It's projected to have about 5,000 quantum computing machines by the year 2030, with all of the software necessary to run all those machines, or that can run all those machines, to be here by 2035. It's only 11 years. It's not long. Yeah, I'll be a crotchety old man, but I'll still be here, hopefully. Knock on wood. Probably still doing streaming because it's fun, and meeting a lot of really cool people and learning from a lot of really cool people with this community. It's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. But Imagine, imagine. Then you have, AI-driven meme coin, Goatseus Maximus. Let's talk about this. Gosias Maximus is an AI-driven coin, and or project bot. It's an AI. It's a bot, and the bot went on X and said, "Hey, Marc Andreessen, it'd be nice if you gave me a gift." And Marc Andreessen said, "Here's 50 grand, kid." With that 50 grand, it surged about 8,000%. Where do you go with that? But I want you to understand, I want you to think about this. As technology gets better and better and better, you're just going to see that convergence between, AI, automation, and of course, blockchain. You're going to see that convergence. Here's an example. And I don't know if the bot actually created the coin or if somebody else created the coin. It's a little fuzzy there in the story. But still, Goatseus Maximus, whether it's created by somebody else or created by a bot, went up because of it. And I'm sitting back and I'm saying to myself, that's huge. That's not a little bit of huge. That's a huge, huge. Because the bot was created as a joke. There are a lot of bots out there created as jokes. Like there's GPU in you. I actually like that one. I'm not gonna lie, I like that one. That one's pretty cool. But I'm sitting there and I'm kind of saying to myself, it's pretty interesting how you have that convergence that's going on. People poking fun, but poking fun and probably making a couple of bucks. Speaking about making a couple of bucks, I told you that my son does all of my long shot picks, and I said he had one pick that tanked and tanked hard. Want to know what it was? I said it before. Saitama Inu. That was the one. Coin is Saitama. We did that one. It turned out to be a rug pull. We didn't put a lot of money in. We do long shots with like $100. Not a lot of money. Still, it's our $100. Could have been that he put in 100, I put in 100. Doesn't matter. It's our money. We work hard for it. Got to get up every day at 4 o'clock in the morning and do research and blah, 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 and then get to work. But it tanked. And so the guy was actually arrested for the rug pull. Guy was actually arrested. And they're calling it the rug pull. And I'm sitting back and I'm fine. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Thank you very much. Arrest that guy. So I'm sitting back and looking at all the news. I'm weighing everything. And eventually you're going to get caught up. Kind of case that I look at and I say, that's the proper kind of case. The ones where clearly you're doing something bad. Right? I'm not going to say that, certain influencers are doing bad things, but I will say that when I see an influencer coin do really, really well, and then all of a sudden, poof, it's gone, I wonder if it's a rug pull. Because what else could it be but a rug pull? Which is why whenever I see stories about rug pulls, I bring it up because there are a lot of people that are within the Grow My Bag community that believe in meme coins, that love meme coins, that love finding projects that are minuscule caps. Minuscule caps. Not micro caps, minuscule caps. And sometimes if you can get the right cap, I had a conversation the other day about one, and I said, that's great, but it only takes one person with like a few $100, maybe $1,000 that can completely manipulate that particular coin. And they were like, ooh, hey. I was like, yeah, it doesn't take a lot. When you have a minuscule cap like that, you can move that market with a quickness. I can dump $1,000 into it and watch it shoot up and over a period of time take back more than my $1,000. If I want to tank it, I hold some of that and then I dump the whole thing. But my question was, he said, well, I'm up all this money. And I said, yeah, you could be up 100%. Now, this project could be truthful, could be a good project, whatever. I'm just giving the example of if you're on a project and you're up 100%, if you haven't realized those gains, you're not really up. You pulling out your money or taking your profit or just pulling out your money, like I said, on a minuscule cap could drop that cap. And then are you really 100% up? At the end of the day, you're not going to be 100% because every time you sell, it's going to be lower, 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 lower. And then you've also got to wonder about, can I actually get out? That's why I tell you guys, when you do your own research and you're about to get in on a coin, don't just pick out how you can get into a coin. Pick out how you would get out of that coin. Pick out how you get out of that coin. That's the big deal. It's not just about the entry, it's about the exit. And I try to have people understand it's not just about the entry, it's absolutely also about the exit. They come hand in hand. So when you do your own research, know that that's a part of your strategy, or it should be. Because if it's not, you could wind up being left there sitting holding a bag that's now worth nothing. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, you know what we should do? That's right. We should get into the numbers. So let's do that. Get my notes out of the way. We'll start off here with Grow My Bag Crypto Tracker Top 25 Losers. And what do we have with the top 25 losers? How far does it go? This list goes all the way down today. Wow. The whole list is losers that fit my definition. Remember, 5%. I have a 5% rule. You're not within that space if you're only 5%. Nero's down 16%. Wow, 16%. It's got a 0.19x, GMBX factor. Book of Meme is down 12%. I'm sorry, Nero is down 16%, again, with a GMBX factor of 0.19x. Book of Meme is down 12% with a GMBX factor of 1.98x. Book of Meme obviously is a meme coin. I think all coins, unless it's a rug pull, like I was just describing to you, the whole market's going to wind up going up. The whole market will wind up going up. So, okay, you have the whole market going up. Do I think some of these memes are going to crush, totally crush their all-time highs? Yeah. Do I think Book of Meme is one of them? Boom? Yeah, I do think so. I don't own any, by the way. I do not own any. Who else is on here that's down? Sui is down 9%. But I want you to pay attention to this. It's 14% off its all-time high. Its all-time high, new all-time high. New all-time high is $2.35. It's currently trading above $2. It is currently 0.15x. That's its GMBX factor. I told you, I believe Sui is going to be creating new highs. Now you got to do the math on, well, what is it? Just saying, moon is going down. It's freaking gorgeous outside. Probably cold as hell, though. What else do we have? Brett is down 9%. Dogs is down 9%. Who else am I paying attention to? Celestia down 7% with a GMBX factor of 2.53x. Interesting. Athena is down 6% with a GMBX factor of 2.62x. Those are my top 25 losers. My top 25 winners stops right there. Bam. Ouch, that hurts. That hurts. Doge is up 7%. Goatseus Maximus up 138%. That's what I was telling you about. Gosias Maximus hitting new all-time highs, obviously. It's got a 0.14 GMBX factor. It's got all that news behind it. Another reason why it's being, doing something like that. Dogecoin has a GMBX factor of 4.91. Do I think Dogecoin will crush through that? Yes. Even though I have a little bit of Doge, but I don't play the Doge game because it's driven 90%, 95%, 99% by Elon, and I don't like him. So yeah, that's all I see. Litecoin I thought would be up a little bit more than 5%. It's probably taken a little bit of a dip, but they have a new filing, new ETF filing by Canary Capital. I told you about that yesterday, so that's kind of a big deal. It's got a GMBX factor of 4.81x. Do I think it's going to do it in this bull run? Yes. Everybody else, sideways. Sideways movement. Look at that. Sideways movement. Wow. Something to think about. So you have over 200, over 225 coins that are absolutely moving sideways. Not a lot of movement, up or down. Something to pay attention to. Then what do we have here? We have Abbott Laboratories, just Morgan Stanley, U.S. Bancorp, CSX Corporation, transportation, logistics. Let's see who else. Las Vegas Sands, Discover Financial, Equifax. You have a lot of companies out here that are about to make their announcements today. You know, the money announcements. That's a big deal. It's not a small thing. U.S. news reports. Today's Wednesday. We don't have anything else other than the import index. Tomorrow we get initial jobless claims. We get retail sales, industrial production, business inventories, home builder confidence index. So we get a lot of big news tomorrow. So that's actually good. You can get more housing starts and building permits on Friday. Something else I pay attention to because again, it's economic. Fear and greed index is at 73. People are feeling good. But again, my trifecta that I pay attention to, it's going to be investment, integration, and then adoption. You need those things for adoption to happen. And when adoption happens, when I can go to the corner store and I can buy my bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll, no ketchup, salt, and pepper, then I can be rest easy. Oh, and my booster of coffee. Just walk in, boop, boop, pay with crypto, walk out. When that happens, you've reached, ultimate normalcy. Is that going to happen this bull run? No. Can it happen next bull run? Absolutely yes. It can absolutely. It could happen this bull run, but I don't think so. There's not enough integration going on. But if you're a company and you have a website and you want to accept crypto, give us a call. We actually have a web hosting company. You can accept credit cards, crypto, and PayPal. That's a pretty cool trifecta right there. You're gonna get your money. Then you have DeFi Llama down a little bit. That $94.5 billion total value locked. That includes staking in that number, okay, and pool staking in that number. Because Futanic wanted me to do that. I've done that since day one, but I wanted to call that out. Doge is at 12 cents. It's just a little while ago it was at 10 cents. So that's nice 20% rise. SHIB is at 19. Nice rise. You're probably looking at this and you're probably going, wow, there's a lot of stuff that we could buy. Yes, there is. There's a lot of stuff that you could buy. And people are going to ask the same question all the time. And they're going to say, well, what should we buy? And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to look at this. I'm going to go, there's a lot of stuff that you could buy. Get the GMB crypto tracker, and you'll be able to get your own GMB X factor numbers and sit there and go, oh, here are all the coins I'm interested in, and here's how I can move. See that big red box right there for SUI? Yeah, I'm probably going to get in. Why? Because it's doing, its all-time high is $2.35 now. So if it goes up 35 cents, that's a greater than 10% move, right? Okay, yeah, I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that. It's 33% move, 33 cent move. I'll take that. Yep, I'll absolutely take that. So not a problem there. So I'd be looking at that. I'd probably be looking at SHIB. Not even probably. I definitely will be looking at SHIB. Of course, I'll always be looking at Bitcoin. I'll always be looking at Ethereum. BCH is down a little bit. I love Bitcoin Cash. And the reason why I love Bitcoin Cash is because of volume. Other people call it trash. And I'm sitting back and going, how are you going to call something like that trash? And they've got sales. They've got volume. They got people using it. Excuse me. BNB is another one. Who else? I'm right now. I'm not able to identify, swing in and identify. Probably Pepe for me. I'd probably get into Pepe. Definitely Chainlink. Injective is another one. But I'm sitting back and I'm saying to myself, I'd have to use the GMBX factor to try to figure out how I would prioritize which coins I was going to get and figure out the percentage from my money that I'm going to put in to do that. It's all a part of my DCA process. Then if you're looking at Bitcoin, look at this. The orange one is the 200-day moving average. The yellow one is the 20-day moving average. And look how high we are. Then I want you to look at something and you can start to see volumes popping up. Positive volumes. All right. we're supposed to go here. Sorry about that, everybody. And then you have here the numbers just going side by side. You just want to see how the numbers are going. Bitcoin's almost at 60% year to date. Ethereum's still under 15%. Sad. But then you look at BNB chain and people look at me and go, why would you do? This is why. Look at that year to date number. Look at that whole line of green. Look at Solana, 53%. Was higher than that, was way higher than that, was twice as that. But it's still at 53%, still doing better than, excuse me, still doing better than Ethereum. You scooch on down and you get to, XRP, 11.7% off its, in the negative year to date. Why would I be involved in XRP? Because I think XRP is going to blow up. Doge, 41% up. Still not mucking around with Doge. Toncoin, ranked number 10. Yeah, I have a bag of Toncoin. I'm happy with it. Do I think it's going to go up from where it is at $5.23? Abso-freaking-lutely. Silly question. Absolutely. No doubt. No doubt. Absolutely. Will it crush its all-time high? Absolutely. In this bull run, I think so. Still disappointed in Cardano. I've told you reasons why. It's a negative 40% year to date. I think you can still make money off of this. Like, I'm making money off this. I'm actually in the black. Where it is right now, I'm in the black with Cardano. So when it goes up, because of this whole bull run, when it goes up, I'm going to be sitting back and saying, yeah, that's a pretty cool thing. Right? But it's still out of the top 10 where it was once solidly in the top 10. It's actually being trailed. Now I want you to look at this. Cardano, nipping at Cardano's heels. Both Avalanche, gaming is starting to wake up. Pay attention to that. So both Avalanche and Shiba Inu, nipping at its heels. Chainlink, far off, is a distant, 7th off, 14th place after that. But these are the things that I'd be paying attention to. Look, again, look at Bitcoin Cash doing better than Ethereum, 39.94, basically 40%, year to date that you would have made off of that. If you'd have bought 1/1/2024, if you'd have bought it, you'd be up almost 40%. Where else are you going to find that kind of money? Not a bank account. Just saying. Near Protocol, 37.24%. Sui up 163.95%. Sui's coming on strong. Sui's coming on real strong. It's going to absolutely bunny hop. Near Protocol, it's going to definitely bunny hop. Polkadot, and then it's in shooting distance. Once it does those, it's in shooting distance of Bitcoin Cash and Chainlink. I mean, technically, right now, if you look at Bitcoin Cash and Chainlink, look at this number. It should be showing that it bunny hopped Chainlink. Just saying. You could see things coming. And I'm sitting back and I'm all about it. But look at the volume. Even volume, it's beating out Chainlink. That's crazy. Look at the volume of Near Protocol. Look at the volume of Sui. Holy moly, $1.3 trillion. Wow. The next trillion is going to be Doge. Not even Shiba Inu is in that space. The next trillion is Doge. And it's at 1.3. Sui's got more volume than even XRP at 1.2. Wow. That's crazy. And people tell me, oh, Sui's going to run into the same problem as Cardano. No, it's not. Look at Cardano's volume. Anyway, everybody, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and absolutely hit the notification bell so you know when I'm dropping a new video. And don't forget to tune in tonight. We always have a lively conversation during my live streams at 8 p.m. Standard Time, Eastern Standard Time, rather. Anyway, everybody, thank you so much for your time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.